Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Abigail and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial featuring YSL Berry Bang blush. So we're going to do a full makeup look, a soft glam with a pink natural lip and a pink blush. As you see, I just put the Urban Decay setting spray on my face prior to putting on my primer, which will be the Soft Matte Primer by NARS. I actually really love this primer. I bought it sometime last year for the first time. And I got it because I have very oily skin and I actually wear tinted moisturizer daily. I don't usually wear foundation on a daily, like if I'm going to run out and I just want a natural look. And the tinted moisturizer brings a lot of oil to my face. Like my face is oily. So I tried the soft matte primer because it was recommended, and I like it, but it just doesn't matter. My skin is going to get oily, so it just is what it is. But I do like this primer. I think it lays really pretty and gives a poreless finish. So the foundation that I'm using for this specific video is the All Made Clear Complexion Acne Foundation. It is actually a really good product. I once was watching TikTok and this girl had showed that Ulta had it on sale for like $1. And so I ran to Ulta and got it. And I think I got like 3 of them. And Ulta currently does not sell it anymore. But it is a really good foundation and you would be shocked that it is actually $4.92 right now on Amazon. So if you have acne prone skin or sensitive skin, I would highly recommend this foundation. I actually use Almay's mascara. I've been using it since I was a teenager and I'm 36. And I use it because I wear contacts. So I love this brand. I've worn it for many years. I did not know that they had foundations. They don't have a large range of shades, but typically my shade is usually right at the cusp, at the end of the spectrum with those brands that do not have a large range of colors. So I got the color Mahogany. And so that's, I think, 900. And if you are open to it, I think you should try it. This is a really good product. So the next thing I'm going to put on my face is concealer. And this is the Pro Longwear NC45 by MAC, which is priced at $31. Pretty pricey. I have had this for a very long time because I don't use it a lot. And I remember when I was younger, I used to sing and dance and I was an artist and I would be on stage a lot. I used to wear MAC a lot. And I remember going to Macy's and going to the MAC little counter and they would always give me NC45 or no, I'm sorry, NW45. And you know, this foundation, and I'm talking about the foundation, it was always so orange and like reddish. Like it was just very oxidated. When it oxidated, it just got really red on me and it never really was a true match. And so one day I was like, let me just try NC45 for my concealer. And instead of doing NW, which is supposed to be for people with a redder tone. And I fell in love with this NC45. It is the most beautiful concealer for under eye. It really highlights and just gives a full coverage. It's so pretty. I love it. I think this is like my absolute favorite concealer. It is like a holy grail. I always use it when I want to have like a full coverage and a snatched face. I have to use I keep saying NW. I want to say NW because I'm so used to NW, but no, it's NC45. So it's just so funny. I don't know if you guys ever experienced it. Leave it in the comments if you used to go to the MAC counter and they would match you and it was just so red after a while on you. You know, that NW can really get a red look to it. So I one day just stopped listening to them and was like, let me just go with my gut And that's actually when I started to really explore makeup from the standpoint of like really doing my makeup really well. And I'm so happy that I decided to go with NC instead of NW. So now, I do want to mention that my lips are oily because I have on the Fenty Heat Clear Gloss. And I put that on because it is a plumper and it really plumps my lips. Like, I love how it makes my lips look. So I put that on just to kind of get my lips plumped. But later on in the video, when I start to apply my lipstick, you'll see that it really was not a good mix with the lipstick. So when if you decide to put on a plumper, if it's a gloss, I will wipe off that glossy look before actually applying your lipstick, because it just didn't mix well for the specific lipstick that I'm going to give you guys. But if you can, go get your Fenty Heat from Sephora or from their website. I typically like to shop directly with the brand. So I shop with Fenty all the time because they give free gifts and they have great discounts, and Sephora usually doesn't have discounts. So this next product is another MAC product, and this is a Mineralize Skinfinish Natural Face Setting Powder. This product is priced at $44, and I used the dark deepest shade. When I tell y'all, when I discovered this many years ago in my early 20s, I was just in love with it. And even now, I just love it even more because sometimes I'll wear it like on a day-to-day basis. It's very sheer. It is not a full coverage at all. They call it a setting powder, but it really is a great like powder just to cover any imperfections and still have like a skin-like finish. So I like to put it over my foundation just to give this skin-like finish. I don't know what it is in it that makes it look like that, but you need it. So now this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the color black, which is Granite. This is priced at $23, and I believe I got this from Nordstrom. So I linked the Nordstrom link. I was a stylist at Nordstrom. My last day was sometime in December of 24. And as a stylist, I would literally have to send people a lot of different things. You know, Nordstrom is the type of store that sells everything. It's a department store. So I learned a lot about different products. And most importantly, I learned a lot because I got to try a lot because I would get discounts. So I actually like this pomade a lot. I like to use it along with my SEPHORA retractable eyebrow pencil. I like to use the pomade as like the lining. So I'll line my eyebrows, fill it in just a little bit because it is very dark and I like my eyebrows to be dark. I've learned that I like dark more than brown. It just fits my face better. So I like to use the black pomade as a line, and then I go in, brush it up, and then I'll go in with the SEPHORA pencil that's very, very fine and thin, and I'll make like hair-like strokes. So you'll see, but this is worth it. This is something you should definitely have in your makeup bag if you like to have snatched eyebrows. Another tip is with your eyebrows, you want to make sure your eyebrows are groomed in order for your makeup to be laid perfectly, to have that like picture perfect look. You want to make sure your eyebrows are groomed. So you saw me cutting off excessive hair. And I had actually plucked my eyebrows prior to this video, like literally 5 minutes before, because my eyebrows were unruly and I wanted them to have a certain shape. So that excess hair I had to take off, and I had to just make sure that they were groomed because I am going for a flawless look. And those little hairs will get in the way. So make sure you groom your eyebrows if you want your eyebrows to have a flawless, snatched, perfect look. So here's where I'm going to start making like those hair-like strokes with that SEPHORA eyebrow pencil. And I usually just use it right in the front, and if I have to do any little bitty tiny touch-ups. I was actually watching the Gucci fashion show while I was doing my makeup and just listening to the production and the music, and it was so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. I am obviously, like I told you guys, I'm a stylist. That's what my profession is. And before I was professionally a stylist, I went to school for fashion merchandising and design. My minor is design and my major is fashion merchandising. And so we were just kind of trained to constantly watch the fashion shows to know what's going on in the industry and where the brands are going. And we would have to do like trim reports and, you know, just different, give feedback to our instructors on what's going on in the industry. And so I'm very accustomed to watching the fashion shows and seeing what's going on. And sometimes it just brings me inspiration just to like hear the music in the background. And so I was watching the Gucci show and the production was absolutely beautiful. So if you have time, go listen to and watch the Gucci most recent fashion show, the 2025. I believe they already put out their winter show. I think that's what that was. If not, it probably was summer, spring that I was watching, but it was a great production and I really enjoyed it. So now I'm going in with the YSL blush that I am highlighting for this video specifically. This blush is beautiful, but I'm starting out with the ARMANI blush that I fell in love with last year. I bought this Silk Glow blush from Nordstrom. It was $40 and the color is Offbeat, which is like a peachy orange color. And I decided to go with this color because on the day-to-day basis, when I put on blush, I just want to have like a bronzy look. I want it to look very natural, and the peachy is perfect because I have like a peachy undertone. So the peach blush suits my face really well without it being like overpowering. But because I wanted a soft beat, I wanted this to be a little more dramatic. I wanted a rosy like pink. And so I was in Sephora shopping and I found YSL. And what gravitated me to this blush, if I can be honest, is the case. Oh my God, the leather and the gold trimming is so beautiful on this blush. Like YSL did such a great job. And I was like, oh my God, I'm drawn to the packaging. I want this. So I tried out the other pink blush, not the one that I'm featuring here. And it was beautiful, but it was a little pale when I got home and looked in my mirror. It was too pale for me. So I ended up going onto Sephora's website and just looking at the different ones that they had, and I came across the Berry Beat, and they actually have like the advertisement being with the skin tone of the different blush, right? So I've noticed that brands do that a lot. What they see, you know, this product, this specific color is for this skin tone. So for medium to dark skin tone, they recommend the Berry. I think it's called, what is it called? Berry Bang. Y'all, I'm not mad at them because this is like the perfect pink. And I really loved it with the mixture of the ARMANI as well. So now I'm just adding in my contour. And contour is so important, guys, for a full coverage look. Even if it is a soft glam look, you still want to contour. And I'm going to tell you why contour is so important. Contour is important because even if in color theory, when you take a drawing class, you actually do color, like when you're coloring different things. You could be drawing and painting fruit. You could be drawing fashion, you know, like a face, or, you know, whatever it is. Contouring and highlighting is all about drawing, actually. And when you're doing your makeup, you're painting your face, right? So quite naturally, everybody's face has a contour, a natural contour. Contour means that the light highlight is the light hitting your skin, right? There's certain specific parts of your face where the light hits it, but then contour is where the shadow is. So underneath our cheekbones, our foreheads, on our nose, there's certain areas of our face where we need it to be darker. It's naturally darker, and that's where the shadow is. And so I like to go 2 colors up, darker than my foundation. And on this one, I was using the Fenty Match Stix Contour Skin Stick. Let me say that again. The Fenty Match Stix Contour Skin Stick in the color Expresso, which was $32. Now, I will say, I probably did not pay $32 for this. Like I said, if you shop directly with Rihanna's brand, she offers a lot of discounts a lot of the times. And sometimes I'll get bundle deals. So, you could get like buy one, get one 50% off or whatever. And so you just have to sign up for her email and text listings and promotions. She'll send you those codes. They will send it, and you can get a bunch of stuff at once. They also send gifts too. So I actually like to shop with Fenty directly. I've only purchased Fenty at the store because I may have ran out of something I needed right then and there. And so I've grabbed lip gloss from Sephora. But when I buy makeup, and I know I'm buying a lot, I shop with Fenty directly because they offer a lot of discounts. So highlighting and contouring is so important. Don't miss that part of your makeup regimen, guys. When you're doing a full face, please, our faces are not flat. And highlighting and contouring adds a greater dimension to your makeup. And it's very important, as you can see, to blend. Like I said, you're drawing, you're painting your face. And every good painter knows that you have to blend well in order. You want to have a seamless look. So take your time with blending. Don't rush when you're doing things like your eyeshadow, when you're doing your highlighting, when you're doing your contouring. Make sure you have a beauty blender. That beauty blender was one of the greatest inventions because it gets the job done. So use it. And yeah, so now this is the What's Up by Benefit Cosmetics, which is a $30 highlighter. This highlighter, I really like it. I actually had gotten this as a sample from Sephora once, and I fell in love with it. I do not see it on the Sephora website anymore, so I did find it on the Benefit Cosmetics website directly, and they still have it. But it is a wonderful highlighter, and it's very thick. When I say I've had it probably for about 3 or 4 years, I don't even know if it's expired or what, but it's still good. And I don't, you only have to use a little bit. So, I've had it for a very long time. So yeah, so I'm just adding more blush here because I want to really have that rosy look. And then I'm going to just take it away again by blending it out. But I was shaking my head because I was listening to that Gucci production. Their musical production during their fashion show was just phenomenal. And I'm like, wow, this is wonderful. They had the orchestra, they had the strings playing, the conductor, he was powerful. It was just beautiful. It was a really great show, guys. You got to check it out. So, the other thing that I did use that I didn't mention for my concealer as well, which I think I'm going to do under my eyebrows, I used the LA Girl Lightweight Pro Creamy Concealer that most of us use, which is a drugstore concealer, Target, Amazon. You can even get it at Ulta. I'm sure it's much cheaper at Target than Ulta, but it's $5.50 at Ulta. And I use the color Fawn. I think I'm going to be doing that soon by applying that underneath my eyebrows. Yeah, now. So this is the Fawn color, and this is probably 3 shades lighter, but I like it because when I do it under my eyebrows, when I do my eye makeup, it's going to just kind of bring a beautiful highlight to my eyes. And I do not recommend putting that over your eyebrow. You just put it under and over your eyebrow. You can line it or you don't have to, but if you want to line over, if you make any mistakes and you want to make your above your eyebrow, you know, sharper, just use your foundation and blend it out that way, because it'll just look seamless. And listen, don't judge my mirror, okay? Because my mirror dropped and cracked, and I'm like, dang, I need this. So it was like one of those mirrors that sits up, and so I use it a lot, and it dropped and cracked. And I need to get me a handheld mirror. I want a really pretty one now that I'm doing makeup tutorials, and I've been looking for one. And I saw one with Anthropologie, but there were some mixed reviews, and so I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I gotta go hunting for me a handheld mirror, because I'm gonna be showing y'all stuff and I don't want to look raggedy. So don't judge, okay? Now, these brushes, I actually just got these brushes as well. These are a Real Technique eyeshadow brush kit, and they're like 3 brushes that come with it, I believe, and it's actually a new kit. It's called Cherry on Top. It was a brush trio, so there were 3, and it was $9.99. But when I tell y'all, this Real Technique has some really good products. Like, their brushes are phenomenal. Like, they're top tier to be such an affordable price point, because usually I use MAC brushes, but I am currently in my Dallas apartment, and I left all of my other makeup in my Chicago apartment, so I'm using what I have. And I just picked up this brush kit because I didn't have any eye makeup. Not eye makeup. I didn't have any brushes for my eye makeup. So I got this one because it was inexpensive, and I must say it's comparable to my MAC brushes, or, you know, any high-end brush. Like, they have done a really good job with creating these brushes at a lower price point. So highly recommend that. You have to get this specific set at Ulta, because I didn't see it anywhere else. And make sure you just take your time. Again, you're not in a rush, right? When you're doing a full coverage look, you know, if you have somewhere to go, you want to give yourself 2 hours in advance to do your makeup and to get dressed. So take your time and enjoy the moment. Seize the moment while you're doing your makeup. This is something that just enhances you as a woman. So enjoy it. Take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush. The worst thing about rushing is that you end up making a mistake, and then you have to do it again, and you'll be having to go over a mistake. So just take your time. And guys, let me tell you this. My nails are like a week old, but this was my second time doing my nails this way. I have taught myself how to do acrylic nails, and so I tried to do like the 3D art with the metallic powder, and it was really pretty last week, but you know, it's older now, so it's going away. But I'm so proud of myself for trying things, and as much as I would love for someone to do my nails, I have not found a great nail tech. So I just said, forget it. I'm going to teach myself. And I taught myself, and I'm happy with it. So now I'm going in with the Crayon Case palette. I'll end up showing you in a minute, because I think I forgot while I started doing it. And I'm going in with a brown-like shade that kind of matches my skin. So I'm going in with that, and then I'm going to go in with a darker brown to make like a cat eye look. So yeah, so I'm going in with like that brown that kind of matches my skin tone, and then I'm going to go in with the deeper brown on the outer lid to give it more like a cat eye. Lift my eyes up a little bit. And as you can see, I'm just kind of following my eyelid shape, and then I'm going to blend it out. Like, you don't need too much because this case, like this crayon case palette, is very pigmented. It's very similar to like Juvia's Place. So very, very pigmented, and you do not need too much, because if you put too much, then it's going to be overpowering. And again, we're going for this soft glam look, so just a touch. And make sure you blend it out. I learned from, I don't remember who taught me this, but I remember someone telling me to like go in circular motions towards your inner eye when you're doing, you know, your outer lid cat eye kind of look, like you want to go in circular motions. And so that's what I'm doing here, just kind of brushing it in circular motions and blending it out that way. But everything that I do, I try to just really blend it, have seamless lines. Like you really want to blend it really well. So I'm just trying to blend it really, really good. So now I'm just doing the under eye with the same dark brown. And then once I do that, I'm going to blend it out and just make sure that it connects to what I did on the top. So now you see it gives me like that cat eye or like almond shape eye a little bit more. Enhances my eye shape. So now just going in with a really cheap Wet n Wild black eyeliner. Like I said, I actually prefer a liquid or gel liner, but I did not have my real makeup kit with me, so I'm just using what I had, and this works for this look. It's okay. But like, if you really want a flawless look, I would recommend either a liner, a gel liner, or a liquid liner, because it's just more precise. And darker too. It'll give a more pigmented look. And this is just a cheap brush, not a brush, but a cheap pencil. So if you had something that was a little more expensive, it probably would be more pigmented, but this is just something that I had. So, you know, quick little black lining. Like, why do we make those faces when we're doing our makeup? I was laughing at myself at one point in this video because I'm like, why do I look so crazy? My face is crazy. So here I took some white eyeshadow and I'm just highlighting my inner corners just to make it pop more. It always looks really pretty to have like that highlight there. So you can just do like a white, or you can do like a pearlish with a little glitter or shimmer, or you know, something. But as long as it's really, really light, close to white or pearl or silver, those look really nice in the water line and in the corner of your eyes. It just opens up your eye a little bit more. So this is some mascara by Tarte called Man Eater, and I actually went to Ulta one day. They had like a 50% sale, and this girl recommended this mascara, and I was actually really disappointed, to be honest. I'm just using it up at this point, but I'm a little disappointed with this mascara. It's not my favorite. Like I said, I like ARMANI's mascara. I usually use their mascara because I've been using it since I was much younger, and I usually stick to one thing if I like it. And their mascara is hypoallergenic, so it's for people who wear contacts. This, I don't like the wand on this mascara. It's a little too thick for me, and it's like that plastic wand, and I don't like that. It doesn't grab my hair good enough. Like, my hair is really thin. My bottom lashes are very thin, and then my top lashes are really long and thin. So I need like a really good bristle brush that's gonna grab the hair and stick that mascara on there. And so I don't typically like those plastic brushes, soft brushes. But if you like it, I hear that a lot of people like this specific mascara, so try it. I was getting some mascara on my contacts, and that's why I like ARMANI's, because it's just better for contact wearers. So if you wear contacts, that's a little tip for you. ALMAY, ALMAY, that brand. It's usually at the drugstore. They have really good mascara. All right, so I'm over here doing surgery on my SEPHORA pen. This is the SEPHORA lip liner. It's the SEPHORA collection retractable gel lip liner, and it's in the color 17 Molasses, which is a dark matte brown color. It is a price point of, let me see, I'm trying to find the price point. The SEPHORA, I want to say it's like $12 maybe. I think it's $12, $12 or $13, and this is my holy grail. I use this liner every day that I put on lip gloss. I love to line my lips with this brown because it just enhances your lips and brings that shape. So I always use the SEPHORA collection. And so I guess everyone has gotten hip to it, because I feel like when I first started using it many years ago, it used to always be in a store. But now, if you go in and you may see one, you got to grab it, because everybody loves the brown liner. And that's a really inexpensive, good one. So if you ever are looking for a really good, affordable brown liner, check out the SEPHORA collection. So these lashes were actually lashes that I already had used before, and I'm just reapplying them. And the band was really thick, and it wasn't flexible at all. So I was struggling to put these on, because I'm like, what is going on? But I had to like mold them and let them kind of adapt to my eye. I don't know if you ever tried a lash that's like that, where the lash line, the band is just very hard. So I was having a hard time with that. It wasn't very flexible. And it wasn't because I reused them. That it's just the lash line, the band is just really thick. So I didn't necessarily like that, but I don't even remember where I got these lashes from. They were like probably from somewhere like Ross or Marshall's or like something, because when I looked at the box, it had like a sale sign and it looked like it was from like a Ross maybe. I probably just grabbed something one day when I saw it. I don't ever remember picking up lashes at Ross, but I know it was a store like that. So I don't know what brand this is, but it was just a little cheap $4 lash. So as you can see, I've gone in like with the lash tool trying to make it work, because it was just not sticking, adhering the way that I wanted it to, because it was so, the lash line was just so thick. So I'm just trying to work some magic because I needed lashes for this look, and I'm gonna have to go grab me a few lashes because I really like the Ardell, just the natural lashes. But this was a more dramatic look. It was a soft glam. It's a soft glam, but it's still a little like dramatic because it is a glam look. So I wanted a little bit of longer and thicker lashes. So these were perfect. The lash itself is really pretty. It was just the band that was hard to work with. So this liner is a new discovery for me. I actually just heard about it on YouTube, and it is called the Lift Liner by Maybelline, and it's in the color Cross the Line, and it was $6.99. You can get it at Amazon for $6.99, but it's typically $9.99 at Ulta, and it's also cheaper at Target for $6.99. But when I tell you, I am so happy I ran across this because I did not know it. I'm late to the party. This liner is fire. I'm definitely going to be using this on a daily, so I'm going to have to grab a few of them because I like the tone of it. The color is pretty, and it just seems like it does like lift the lips a little bit better. Like it just glides on so beautifully, and I really liked it. When I tried it at the store at Ulta, I was like, oh my God, I like this. And it was just perfect. So I highly recommend that you get this and the SEPHORA liner. But if you only want one, I recommend both. Like I really like both. Like I would have to say get both because they're really good. The only thing I feel like with the Maybelline one, I've had the SEPHORA for a long time, so I know how that lasts. That lasts me for quite some time because it's retractable. But this Maybelline one, the only thing I do not like about this one is that it is a pencil that you have to sharpen, and I hate that. So this next thing I'm doing is just putting the black liner on my lash line to make sure that there's a seamless blend. Remember, everything is about blending. So if you want to elevate your eyeshadow and your lashes, you have to line your lashes. Don't ever put on lashes without putting on a black liner on that line. You know, you want it to look seamless. You want it to look absolutely flawless. So make sure you put a black liner. And I really recommend that you use a liquid liner because it really does a great job with the precision. But again, I didn't have any because I didn't have my makeup bag with me. So the last thing that I'm doing with my eyes is just adding this mascara to the lashes. And that's something else that I do. I don't know if you guys know that, but adding mascara to your falsies are actually like a thing. You should really do that. It just enhances and thickens the lashes, and it just makes it look a little more realistic when it has the mascara on it. I don't go without putting mascara on my false lashes because it just looks like I put mascara on my lashes. It does something to it. It just makes it look more natural in my opinion. All right, so this is the star of the show along with the blush. This is the NYX Shine Loud Vegan High Shine Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. It is in the color Cash Flow, and that's like a light dusty rose. It's only $12, but it is so pretty, y'all. I'm so happy I discovered this. It is an old product. I did my research. This is many years old. It's nothing new, but it's new to me. I will say you're going to see me struggling because, again, I put that lip gloss on prior to using this. And you don't need a lip gloss, a glossy, finish on your lips when you put this liquid lipstick on because it dries really quickly. And so I guess I messed it up by just messing up the, mixing the two products together just didn't work well. So I kind of had to like wipe that shine off and reapply because it just was like drying like cakey. So if you want to use a plumping lip gloss, you should use it and then wipe off the shine and then put on this liquid lipstick, because this liquid lipstick also has a clear gloss attached to it that you put on afterwards. So put the liquid lipstick on a dry lip or a moisturized lip, but not an oily lip, and then apply your clear lipstick or lip gloss. I'm sorry, not lipstick, your clear lip gloss, because it literally does not move when you apply it. It dries up and it stays. But look at how crazy I'm gonna go. Like my lips, I'm just gonna be patting my lips like turbo speed soon. Like, what was I doing? Oh, it's a mess. Look at this. Like, what did I think this was gonna do? This. Why did I do that? That is so crazy. But this color is so pretty. So I patted my lips so much that I took off the liner. So I'm gonna have to reapply the liner because I wanted to have a really lined look. And then I'm gonna add the clear gloss. And I left this in real time because I wanted y'all to see what I was actually going through. I didn't want to take out pieces and like you not know what the process is like. So every little mistake that I made, because I was just freestyling with this look, every mistake I made, I wanted you guys to see it so that you don't make that mistake. So again, do not put any kind of clear gloss on before you apply that lipstick. It will not adhere properly. Definitely a great nude pinkish lippy though, because it's like the perfect pink, especially for my pink lip. Like my lip is kind of pink, so it worked great. And this clear gloss has like a brush to it, which is really nice. I like that. But it's so pretty. And like I said, I put that plumping on because I wanted to use this specific gloss at the end because it's made for it, right? So I'm happy I put the plumping on. But I should have just wiped it off. And I've said that a million times, but yeah. So now I'm just spray the Urban Decay on. Get it really good so that skin can look flawless. When I tell you, that's the icing on the cake. That setting spray, baby, it is so pretty. It just like melts everything in. So make sure you get some if you don't have any. It doesn't have to be Urban Decay, but I swear by it. I love it. I also want to try some more. You know, there's some great products out there now. I did not use any setting powder on my face because I didn't have any. I had to go buy some. So I'm going to use that setting powder, the Skin Like Finish setting powder for under my eyes. And just kind of complete my look that way, just to take away some of the shine because my skin is just naturally glowy and oily. And so whenever I add the setting powder, it just adds another layer of glow. But it's so pretty. It definitely gives like flawless skin. And this is like a Real Technique powder puff as well, like I said. And that's like $6.59 at Ulta. So it is actually a really good product because it does leave a flawless finish. The one side is for powder and the other side is for liquid. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. All right, y'all. So that's the finished look. It turned out perfect. It's just a perfect, soft, full coverage look. Great for content creation, events, parties, even a date night. You can actually do this for a first date too because it's very soft. But I love it. I used what I had and I hope that you like it. I hope that maybe I introduced you to some new products that you can go check out. Even if they're older products but new to you, go check them out. Now this is what it looks like with my hair down. So yeah, again, I just really like this look and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.